Welcome everyone to the third installment of the Phenotypes speaker series titled The Importance of Deep Phenotyping in Precision Medicine. I'm your host, Dr. Paweł Buczkowicz, and joined today by our very special guest, Dr. Peter Robinson. Precision medicine promises to improve all areas of medicine, and genetics' increasing role in clinical decision-making is also highlighting the importance of data models, computation, and ontologies. Phenotypic analysis is an invaluable tool for genotype-phenotype correlation and variant analysis. Without computation data structures for phenotyping, this analysis would be time-consuming, variable, and often error-prone. Deep phenotyping with the Human Phenotype Ontology, which has more than 13,000 terms describing dysmorphologies, signs and symptoms, and over 156,000 annotations to hereditary diseases, is further supporting the drive for genomic medicine. With an ever-increasing role of genetic testing, long waiting periods for patients to consult with geneticists and GCs, deep phenotyping will play an increasingly important role in precision medicine. I'm honored to introduce to you Dr. Peter Robinson, who will present to you on the topic of the importance of deep phenotyping in precision medicine. Dr. Robinson received an MS in mathematics and computer science from Columbia University and an MD from the University of Pennsylvania. He completed training as a pediatrician at Charité University Hospital in Berlin, Germany, where he and his group developed the Human Phenotype Ontology, an international standardized vocabulary for phenotypic abnormalities encountered in human disease. Each term in the HPO describes a phenotypic abnormality, and the HPO is used by several world-renowned institutions and projects, such as the Sanger Institute, NIH-funded groups like the Undiagnosed Diseases Program, Genome Canada, the 100,000 Genomes Project in the UK, and of course, also the main ontology used in phenotypes. His group developed algorithms and software for the analysis of exome and genome sequencing data and identified several novel disease-causing genes. He's published hundreds of manuscripts, many of them in prestigious journals like Nature Genetics, Cell, the New England Journal of Medicine, to name a few, and according to Google Scholar, has garnered over 19,000 citations for his work. He is currently a professor and Donald A. Roux Chair in Genomics and Computational Biology at the Jackson Laboratory in Farmington, Connecticut. He is also the director of the Human Phenotype Ontology Consortium and the co-program director of the Monarch Initiative. Dr. Robinson, please take it away.
Thank you. Thank you for the kind introduction. So I guess the first thing that people might ask, and we've heard this question a lot, is sort of what is an ontology and why do you need it? And so I usually start off talks with slides like this. So Margaret Dayhoff was actually the first bioinformatician, and she came up with matrices called PAM matrices that are very similar to the BLOSUM matrices still used today by the software called BLAST. And so if you're searching for a DNA sequence, you'll send the sequence to the server at NCBI, and you'll get, there's a very elegant algorithm, and it will calculate the best hits and return them to you. And so this is sort of, the thing that most bioinformatics software does, or a lot of it. Sort of, you have something you're interested in, but you're just trying to find it, send it off to a database and rank the similarity to elements in the database. And, we were doing medical genetics in Berlin and trying to do the same thing with patients, but it's not immediately obvious, how do you calculate a similarity between, a guy with a common cold, somebody with a broken arm, somebody with sepsis, or an EKG abnormality, and so on. And the answer that we came up with involved ontologies. And so let me just give you a little intuition about how ontologies work. So I'm not going to be very mathematical or algorithmical in this talk. It's all about intuition, but if you do have some questions, I'd be happy to answer. So this Tom Gruber was one of the giants in computer science, and he was working in the field of knowledge representation in the 90s.